Hey guys, it's Emily. Welcome back to my channel. I literally can't believe it's almost June. That's crazy. For the month of June, I wanted to have a bright floral theme to remind me of summer. So to start off my June cover page, I doodled some pink and blue flowers on the left bottom corner using Tombow Dual Brush Pen in the color Blush, which is color 772, and my pink and blue zebra Mildliners. I've included the links to all the pens and markers I'm using for this video in the description below if you're interested. I love drawing flowers because they are so simple and fun to draw. To add some dimension and extra detail, I traced freehand my doodles with the black pen. I then added some green leaves coming out of the sides of the page using a Crayola marker and another one of my Mildliners. Now, because my cover page only had plant doodles on it, I decided to add in an animal, and I thought, what better animal than a butterfly? I love how this butterfly gives the page a pop of yellow, and I think it really finishes the page well. I also decided to add a little bumblebee at the end of the page, and I drew some dash lines to give the animals some movement. I then added a few more little details to each of the flowers and to the page in general, and I was done with my cover page. Okay, so for the monthly calendar, I really wanted to create a simple yet really effective spread for managing my schedule. Especially now with so many college virtual events and online school, I need a way to keep track of my events and meetings. I started off by filling in the letters spelling June with random floral designs for the title. I didn't really spend too much time on this, and it was just really fun. I made sure not to outline the bubble letters, and at the end I erased the outline of the letters. I think it turned out really good. I then just drew a simple calendar with a black pen like one you would see online. I really didn't need a fancy calendar this month, and I wanted to focus my time on planning my weekly spreads. For the side of the spread, I decided to draw a bunch of leaves crawling up the page, and I ended up doodling some more flowers just for fun. Then I decided to add a quote about something I wanted to work on and grow from this month. I chose the quote, "Focus on the good," because it's very relevant to what's going on today. Sometimes I can get anxiety thinking about the people affected by the COVID-19 pandemic and other negative things happening around me. This month, I want to focus on my mental health and staying optimistic. For the month of June, there are 3 habits I want to track: my 30-day no junk food challenge, the days I practice my Chinese, and the days that I cook. So I just made 3 simple little calendars to track that at the bottom of the page. Then of course I still had a little more space at the bottom of the page, so I just added a little more floral doodles to make my theme more cohesive. Okay, now onto my weekly spreads. In this video, I've included my 4 weekly spreads for the month of June, and they are all different styles to keep things interesting. As you can see, I doodled a little floral doodle in the center of the page, and I wanted to follow my theme and just create a very colorful weekly spread. I think this doodle reminds me kind of an art print that I've seen on Instagram, and I really like it. And again, I went with my black pen to add in some dimension. I also added some butterflies at the bottom of the page to add some kind of movement and to keep things interesting, you know, because I like to keep things on my toes. I don't even know what this voiceover is. It's very weird. I'm getting a little bit spazzy. I think that the purple and the yellow really kind of clash, but in a good way. Also, for all my weekly spreads, I try to have a section where I can write my notes in for the week and any goals that I've reached or any things that I need to continue working on next week and any quotes that I may think of. At the top of the next page, I included some more roses because I think roses are so pretty and I love the light pink Tombow Dual Brush Pen, and I also included some leaves and a little heart because we need more love in this world. Okay, so the next weekly spread is a little bit different from what I normally do. It's more of a schedule-based spread, and basically I wanted to create this as you would a daily schedule on your iOS calendar or Google Calendar, where you can have the times on one side and then write the events or tasks you need to do in the middle. Sorry for the background noise. There was a ambulance and police officers riding by because it was someone's birthday. Anyways, so I added some more butterflies, and basically I wanted this spread to be all about like animals and the insects of nature. So I added butterflies, some bees, and dragonflies. I outlined them with black marker and black pen and then just wrote in the weekdays. For this spread, I had a little extra space, so I made a box where I could write what I was thankful for each day and another note section. And then I decided to fill up the remaining space with doodles of flowers, going along with the theme of like the summery floral theme, and yeah, I think it turned out pretty good. For the third week, we decided to go a more classic route like the first week. I have another floral design near the middle and some more leaves sticking out of the pages. I think it turned out really good, and this one definitely took the least time out of all of them, and I think it was just kind of a little more abstract. To be honest, at this point I didn't really know what I was doing with this spread. I was just kind of doodling and kind of coloring in whichever parts that I felt needed to be colored in, but I think it actually turned out really good. The purple plant in the middle was totally unplanned, and at first I wanted to make it blue, but then I chose the wrong marker. I actually really like the blue butterflies. It's a really simple spread and great for beginners, and I also decided to add this quote at the top, which states that happiness blooms from within. And I added a little pop of yellow at the end, and I really love this quote because I think it shows how true beauty is from within and from your heart and kindness and not your outward appearance. And I think it's so easy in this day and age to get swept up by social media and compare yourself to other people, but just know that you are perfect the way you are. The bottom corner of this page is definitely my favorite part of this whole month's bullet journal spread. I just love how the colors coordinate, and I'm really happy with it. Okay, so for the last month of June, you see there's no pencil markings. I really just wanted to go for whatever I thought at that moment would be best, and so I literally did. It is kind of messy, but I kind of love it. I wrote all the days of the week in calligraphy and then used my different markers one at a time to each draw different doodles. So one doodle was coordinated with one color, and I kind of just randomly doodled around the days of the week. I think this month's spread turned out so beautifully and I love the floral theme. Let me know what you think in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. And make sure to turn on notifications so you don't miss every time that I post a new video, which is not that often, but I'm gonna try and post more now that I have more time during this quarantine. Please stay safe and I love you all. Thank you, bye!